Yay! Okay. It says I'm live, so I think it's working. But if you're here and you can let me know that you can hear me, that would be awesome. So for those of you who don't know me, my name's Madison. I am Sarah's assistant. Sarah's our editor-in-chief. So we thought we'd just come on today and let you all know about my background and what I do on the team. So if you have any questions as well while I'm going through, feel free to put them in the comments, and I will get to them when I can. So, okay, it says, yay, Sarah can hear me. Hi, Sarah. There we go. Okay, so I thought I'd start just with my background. So I'm a junior at Wellesley College. Wellesley is an all-women's college, hi JT, near Boston, and I'm studying math and English. English is my major, math is my minor. So I grew up in Arizona, and then 3 years ago, my whole family moved to Massachusetts. So it works out well because I go to college. It's like 40 minutes from my house. So it works out really well, and I love Boston and the snow and stuff like that. But I do miss Arizona. So I live on a farm now. These are my notes if you didn't know. They're all here. We have 11 alpaca, and they're super cute. I can link it down below if you guys want to see it later. And we have a bunny and 2 pups. So it's really fun to live here, and it's very different from the more city life, but it's really cool, especially pretty in the fall. As far as my background, just in magazine work, over the summer I did an internship at a magazine in Boston. So I was their digital editorial interns, one of them. So it was just a magazine that covered like food and style and events and stuff like that. Yeah, so it was really fun. I did a lot of the online articles with one other girl, and I really enjoyed it. I think that's where I fell in love with like food writing as well, so I really enjoy that as well. As far as when I started with Holl Lane, it was last October, so it was really only November, December. It's like 2.5 months, although it seems a long time. You always say that. Yeah, I don't actually know how I found Holl Lane. I must have liked them on Instagram somehow. I knew I wanted to work in independent magazines for a while, so I would just like whichever ones I saw. And then I remember my mom and I were boarding a plane to, hi Stephen, to go to Ireland, and I was just like looking through my Instagram, as you do, and I saw that Holl Lane asked, I think at the time they said for an intern, it might have said assistant, and I knew I really wanted to apply for it. So yeah, while I was in Ireland, I remember every night I would like hope that the bed and breakfast that we had Wi-Fi, and I would like message Sarah and we would talk back and forth. And then by the end of the week, I got hired, which was awesome. So yeah, I've been here, I want to say, yeah, for like 2 months. I really enjoyed it. And I'm Sarah's assistant. So as far as what I do on the team, a lot of it's administrative or whatever really that she needs from me. So I do a lot of emails. If you've gotten an email from Holl Lane, it's probably from me or Mia, who's our editorial manager. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, I've done part of the PR scheduling lately. So it's just like figuring out podcasts and blogs to feature the magazine, which is really fun. And I put together the blog post, just like assembling them on Squarespace. Mia puts together all of the people and the stories, and she does an awesome job at that. So I just put it all together, all of the different elements, and then schedule them. So we have some really good blog posts coming up in January, so definitely keep up on that, because there's awesome one. I think it was yesterday. It was National Human Trafficking Awareness Day, and there's an awesome one on the blog. It's one of my favorites, so definitely go check it out. And lastly, I do a lot with the soul sessions. They're over on the Holl Lane family page, but yeah, so it's basically more just a way to know more about the contributors, which is really awesome because they kind of get one story in the issue, but this way you get to know like a lot more about them. So we do interview questions and ask them more about their stories, more about themselves. So I run all of that, which I really enjoy. I love reading the articles and thinking what else you guys would like to know about them. And we just had one with Janelle Bendicki, who's an awesome photographer. She does some of the photography for Aerie, which is really cool. So if you want to go check it out, it's on the Holl Lane family page. But yeah, that's probably my favorite thing to do on the team, so I really enjoyed that. So yeah, that's all that I had about me. Let's see. If you have any questions, just let me know. Hi, Mom. She asks what your favorite thing about working for Holl Lane is. I think first is probably the team. I love the team. We've never actually met. I don't think I don't think they have met either, but I've never met any of them. But we talk all the time, and it's just really awesome to be able to do such a cool thing with people that you've never even met. But we work so hard, and everyone is so great. So I really enjoy that. And also just the message of the magazine, because like even, I don't know, like with launch week, it gets crazy, all the work that we're doing. But because there's such a good mission, like we want to share these stories, we know they're so important to the readers, then it makes it all worth it, and you just want to do more of it. So I really enjoy that as well. Yeah. Hi. Yeah. Yeah, so if you have any more questions, you can reply. I do have the issue here to say my favorite article. If you don't have any more questions, I have that. Sarah asks what I'm doing in school. I know she means as far as my major, so I'm majoring in English and minoring in math. I came in pre-med, as everyone does, and then I took a chemistry class, and I was like, I don't think so, and then I thought it was maybe just chemistry, so then I took a physics class, and I was like, definitely no, and I really liked all my English classes, so I chose to do English. And then I really loved math, and I had a really great math teacher in high school, so I decided to do the math minor as well, just to sort of like differentiate myself from all the other English majors applying for all the jobs. So it's cool. It's nice because taking a lot of English classes is a lot of reading and writing, so the math is nice because like you can just get the right answer and be done and send it off, so it balances out. Yeah, JT says chemistry is terrible. My dream job, Sarah asked my dream job. It would definitely be working in an independent magazine, which is awesome because I feel like I'm there. But I think I would probably do stuff with social media or with, like I was saying, the digital part of it, because I love that. I love print too, but I love that the response that you can get and like the Google analytics of it, that you can see like people really gravitate towards this topic or something else like that. So definitely for that, although I would also love to work at a food magazine because I love food and food photography and stuff like that. So definitely in a magazine though. Mia asks, what do I like to do in my spare time? Does Pinterest count? I really like Pinterest. I like to watercolor paint, if that counts as well. I need to be better about reading, but I do like to read. I read a lot of magazines. I got a bunch for Christmas, so that's been really fun to go through them. Yeah, I think that, and like online shopping, if that counts as well. My mom asked what's the most beautiful place I've been. I really like Bath. Can I say Bath? That was where I studied abroad this semester, and I mean it's a gorgeous town, but I just love it because I lived there as well. So like I know all the streets and stuff like that, and it's cool because it has like Roman history because that's where the Roman baths are, but it's also really Georgian, so all of the architecture is really Georgian, and it's like a mesh of that because they just decided to like build this Georgian city on top of this Roman city. So sometimes it like interacts or like intersects. So that's really cool. That's probably the most beautiful place I've been. Sarah asked, oh, tell us about your study abroad time. Yeah, so I studied abroad for a semester in Bath in England, which was a lot of fun. I knew I wanted to go to England. I don't know why. I think because I thought they'd have more English classes. But I'm glad I did Bath because it's a much smaller town over, like some of my friends did London, which was awesome, would have been really cool, but I think it would have overwhelmed me a lot, whereas Bath is pretty chill, and you can, if you're like visiting Bath, you can pretty much do it in like 2-ish days. So getting to live there for a semester was cool because you really get to like know your coffee shops and your favorite like takeout place. So I had a lot of fun. I took a lot of English classes, but I'm like looking forward to getting back to Wellesley, so that'll be good. Let's see if I missed any. If you have any more, feel free to write them. Oh. My sister asked how to get on the email list. I'm guessing Sarah helped her. But yeah. Okay, well, if you're thinking of any more, I can talk about my favorite article, which is here. So this is our latest issue. It came out January 1st. It's super beautiful. It's all about beginnings and fresh starts. And yeah, so my favorite one is called Redesign Your Relationship. It was written by a woman named Mallory Jordan. And it's all about sort of tips on setting up your first home, but she sort of parallels that with setting up relationships and like the right foundations for relationships. So like there are 8 tips, and one of them is plan the design. Map out how you want to design and arrange your home with your partner. Color, theme, and balance all need to be taken into account. Decisions are best made together, but be prepared to change and rearrange everything, maybe even twice. Even the best laid plans might not look as good in the execution as they did on paper. Communicate and go with the new flow together. So yeah, it's really, really nice. I love this one. I had a lot of favorites, but I thought I'd choose one just to show you. So I'm sure Sarah or Mia will link down below how to find it, but I just thought I'd show you. Sarah went through on our last Facebook Live last week, went through the whole thing. So if you want to see more, that's where it is, and it's available in print and digital, so whatever, either way you want it. So I think that's all I had. If anyone had any more questions, feel free to leave them down below. Oh, JTS, what's an apartment? Oh, deal breaker for you? I'm guessing like when you're buying one, is that what you mean? I guess like the floor was really gross. Can I say that? I would say that probably, or like really thin walls so you can hear your neighbor. Mia asks my favorite quote. Ooh, that's hard. I like one. It's by a French philosopher named Montaigne, and it's to care more about what you say of yourself than what the world says about you. I like that one a lot. I think it's helpful a lot, especially when you're worried about reputations and stuff like that. I definitely should have brought some water. Yeah, so I think that was all I had, but if you have any more questions, leave them down below, and I'll make sure to get them, and thank you for tuning in. I'll talk to you guys later.